Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we will delve deeper into Silent Hill 2 Remake, one of the most anticipated releases in survival horror. If you're excited to relive the eerie streets of Silent Hill or curious about how the remake stacks up to the original, you're in the right place. Stick around, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with all our latest content. So, Silent Hill 2 Remake is a reimagining of the 2001 psychological horror classic. You still play as James Sunderland, a man drawn to Silent Hill after receiving a mysterious letter from his late wife, Mary. This remake, developed by Bloober Team, keeps the core of the story intact, but brings it to life with modern graphics, updated mechanics, and an over-the-shoulder camera, which feels much more immersive compared to the fixed camera angles from the original. One of the most noticeable changes in this version is the graphical overhaul. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, the game now boasts incredibly detailed environments. The dense fog that once masked the technical limitations of the PlayStation 2 now feels suffocating and eerie, adding layers to the atmosphere as you wander through the town's decayed streets. The buildings, the monsters, and even the light and shadow play are all rendered with meticulous care, making the world feel more alive, and yet, more haunting. The remake doesn't just update the graphics and mechanics, but it also seeks to honor the original by preserving the emotional depth and psychological tension that made it a masterpiece in the first place. The gameplay has also seen major improvements. In the original, the combat was stiff and clunky, especially during melee encounters. In the remake, combat is more fluid, and each blow delivered conveys a realistic sensation of impact and weight of the weapon. The controls are more responsive, and while James still isn't a superhero, he's definitely more capable. The enemies are smarter too. Now, if you repeatedly attack a nurse, for example, she can grab your weapon and counterattack, forcing you to think more strategically. When it comes to sound design, the remake does an exceptional job of recreating the unsettling audio experience of the original. Akira Yamaoka's iconic soundtrack has been remastered, with certain tracks reimagined to better suit the new, more atmospheric visuals. Every creak of a floorboard, distant wail, and haunting melody adds to the tension and fear that Silent Hill 2 is known for. But all that glitters is not gold. Some players have pointed out that the remake almost feels too polished, losing some of the creepy feel of the grainier, lower resolution look that gave the original its unsettling charm. The higher definition reveals more about the monsters, which can sometimes strip away their mystery. Some fans miss the original's sense of dread, which was amplified by the murkiness of the old graphics. One of the biggest changes is the camera system. In the original game, players had to deal with fixed camera angles, which, while adding to the tension, could sometimes be frustrating. In the remake, the camera is now over the shoulder, similar to what we've seen in recent survival horror games like Resident Evil 2 Remake. This gives players more control and a better view of their surroundings without losing the tension of the unknown. The shift from fixed camera angles to a third-person perspective offers a more modern experience and gives you better control over James, but some argue this detracts from the tension of not knowing what's around the corner. The combat, while improved, might feel a bit too forgiving at times, with an overabundance of healing items for those playing more conservatively. Puzzles remain a core part of the experience, and if you're a fan of figuring things out, you'll love the abundance of challenges the remake throws your way. Some puzzles have been expanded upon, creating a nice balance between exploration and problem solving. However, it's worth mentioning that towards the latter parts of the game, the amount of puzzles might feel a bit overwhelming for some players. In terms of reception, the game has been mostly well received. Even the director of the original Silent Hill 2, Masashi Tsuboyama, gave his approval, praising how the remake updates the experience for a new generation of players. Fans of the original are generally happy with the faithful recreation of the story and atmosphere, but there are still debates over whether the improvements are worth the changes in tone and gameplay. Some of the new additions, like expanded boss fights and the extra endings, have been hit or miss depending on who you ask. So, wanting to make a general comparison, Silent Hill 2 Remake does a fantastic job of modernizing one of the most beloved horror games of all time. It might not be perfect, but for new players and longtime fans alike, it offers a fresh yet familiar trip into the fog of Silent Hill. It's both a celebration of the original and a testament to how far horror games have come. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. See you in the next one.